What's going on, guys and girls? I know all 37 of you have missed me, but rest assured, I'm back and better than ever. So we got the 2K21 MyTeam Courtside report for this year's MyTeam. So it's written by the same dude, Eric Bonish, as the last, I think, 2 years. So he's like one of the head MyTeam developers, pretty sure. So let's have a look at what's happening. We've seen a few sort of snippets over the last couple of days, a couple of new game modes, but I'm going to read through this and see if there's any massive changes. So first off, he says, confirms that, yeah, everything will carry over. We all know that. Seasons, though. So this is a new thing. So they're sort of taking it from Fortnite and Clash Royale and games like that, where, they have seasons, and then every season there's different things. Seasons last usually about 6 weeks. So it seems like there's like XP, so doing certain things in like certain goals. I can see season agendas here. So I'm guessing that like there'll be like goals, like sort of like the agenda was last year. 2K20, it was pretty useless, but they had a few good rewards. Hopefully they change that here, but at least we will be getting, it looks like, XP for completing certain things. And then when you get, obviously, it says here 120,000 XP, get some tokens, and then a Hall of Fame badge. Hall of Fame badge is back. Like equipping badges is back. And then there's a pink diamond Steph Curry reward, which is cool, I guess. He's probably not going to be that great, but, it's free, so they're not going to release the best cards for free. They should, but whatever. Yeah, Steph Curry, the grand prize, cool. And they're going to be talking about new vault prizes, updated every season in Triple Threat. So they're going to update them throughout the season. That's pretty cool, I suppose. Triple Threat was pretty bad. Honestly, MyTeam 2K20 was just sort of bad overall. 2K19 I thought was like a perfect, as close to perfect as we'll get with MyTeam. But we'll see. I mean, there are a few cool things, so we'll have a look. So new vault prizes, yeah, update every season. This is a cumulative win. Prizes added every season in Triple Threat. Triple Threat, blah, blah, blah. So every season, at least for the first season, there's going to be 300 wins available. So instead of the 1,000 for Dominique Wilkins, there's just going to be 300. And then you'll get the guaranteed season 1 prize. It says it's a diamond card, and it's a darn good one. So we'll see what happens with that. It's probably not going to be that great, but you never know. There are a few gems that are reward cards, but this year, as well as almost every other year, the reward cards don't really seem that great. But, we can't judge until we see all the stats and everything, of course. And yeah, once you get to 300 wins, you won't get any extra wins, but you can still keep playing because the vault is going to be back, which I didn't really like, but I guess it was okay. A little bonus reward, I suppose. And then, yeah, in the following seasons, there'll be new wins. So in the second season, it says you can go to 450 wins. I wonder if that's like an extra 150 or like a whole new 450 on top of the original 300. No, new 150 wins. And then, yeah, with the 450th win being the Season 2 Triple Threat. Yeah. Why is this better than 2K20? Yeah, it had the initial 1,000 wins, and they go on saying that that the problem was, Dominique Wilkins became outclassed pretty quickly, which is true. I never even bothered getting up to it. I think I got up to like 550 and then just stopped playing it. Yeah, so it was saying, yeah, Triple Threat less valuable as the year went on. Very true, fair enough. He says he loves Triple Threat, blah, blah, blah. And Triple Threat Online, there'll be new boards added every season. That's cool. It says the ball drop is back, and the ball drop is faster. Great, because it was so slow. So last year. They had a perfect 2K19, and then they just changed it. Made it really slow. They had, the little tokens and MT rewards in the little wheels, but it just took way too long. Sometimes it would take 2 minutes just to like drop the ball. Quite annoying, but yeah, it says it's faster now. And then it says, okay, when you first go into Triple Threat, there will be like I'm guessing like a board that will show you the best prizes that are available in each tier of the boards. Don't know what the tier of the boards are. I guess that's sort of like progression, sort of like it has been in what was that mode? The Gauntlet, I think it was. That was a pretty cool mode a couple of years ago, where you had to like flip all the cards, and then when you got like a few of the like upgrade cards, whatever they were called, I don't remember, you would get to like the next board and then you get better prizes. So it sort of maybe seems a little similar to that, so that's cool. And then there's a season prize every season. Oh, and MyTeam Limited, yes, they're going to go into MyTeam Limited, which I think is a pretty cool game mode. So they'll go in more into depth with that later. And then they've got every season they're going to be putting in new prizes for MyTeam Unlimited 2.0. I wonder if it's actually going to have like 2.0 in the game. I hope not. It's kind of annoying, but we'll see. Yeah, it was pretty bad game mode last year, honestly. Even 2K19, it was actually not bad. They had a couple good rewards. They had Hakeem and Dr. J. They were pretty good. But the overall reward was Isaiah Thomas, who was not good. And then I think the rewards after that weren't really that great either. But last year, yeah, the rewards just weren't good. They had Glenn Rice, who was, I think, the best card in the game when he came out. But after about 2 weeks, he just was not. And then they didn't really release any other good cards. So hopefully they make it better. They are sort of changing a little bit. So we'll see. New combinations added every season in the exchange. That go more on the exchange. Dynamic domination seasonal update. So for the first time, they're going to be adding in new tiers of domination halfway through the year, which I think is great. They said it's not going to be every season. But yeah, they will be adding in a few, which I think is great. They have never done that before. Domination, I always usually do domination right at the start, and then I don't really like playing it, but I guess it's just nice grinding and watching like a TV show or something like that. And especially with Melbourne, where I live, still being in lockdown, literally not allowed to leave the house to do anything except work, or like shop or care for people or anything like that. So I've basically just been in my house for about 3 weeks straight. Going a bit crazy, but yeah, some domination will definitely help me with that. And then they're saying new cards added every season to the reward market. So that's nice. At least we can get sort of a time span as to when they're going to add a new token cards to the market. Because in previous years, I mean, at least last year, it was pretty they went for like a couple months without adding anything in. The token market was just not very good last year. They had the DeMar DeRozan, who was pretty good for a while, but yeah, 2K19 was pretty good there with the token market. They had the Bob Pettit, James Worthy, who were honestly both some of the best cards in the game right at the end. 2K19 was just a really good game, man, and then 20 just really dropped that. And yeah, on the domination, Shake and Bake has actually put out a screenshot of the rewards. Not really sure how he got it or where he got it from. It might have been from the trailer. I haven't really watched the trailer, honestly. And then they have, so Nick Van Exel is the current domination reward. I mean, it's okay. I'm actually a big Nick Van Exel fan. Actually, Nick the Quick. We got Rolando Blackman for the historic dom, which pretty underwhelming, but you never know until you see the stats, I guess. And then there's a pink diamond George Mikan for all time. Better than last year, I think. But again, yeah, we'll have to basically wait until we saw the stats. There's a diamond George Mikan early game last year who was pretty good for a bit. So that could be good. But yeah, it's going to get outclassed after a while, but excited to see how they add in new domination boards. If there'll be another 30 games or 33, or maybe they'll just be like 15 games or something like that. guess we'll see. And then they're going to go into MyTeam Limited. So it's a brand new game mode. I'm actually pretty excited for it. It sounds pretty good, pretty fun. The thing is, it is a weekend league, so it's only available Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which could be bad. I mean, people sometimes have things to do on weekends, and they might miss out on some things. So that's tough, but I think it's cool. I'm also worried about how it's going to work with the time zones. Like, is it going to start Friday American time for everyone in the world? So am I going to have to wake up at like 3 a.m. or something to play the actual whole thing? Which I'm not going to do, but that would be kind of annoying. It'd be cool if they adjusted to the time zones, because in previous years they have not. Especially with the timed events that happened in 2K20, the time switch is so bad for me particular, Australians in particular. It would be like 10 to 11 at night, and then like 3 to 4, and then like 7 to 8 in the morning. So like there was literally like no time that I could play if I was working. But that's fine. Hopefully they do update that 2K21. So basically what Limited is, it's just like Unlimited, but they're going to put in like caps. So there'll be like themes. So 1 week there might be like, you can only use players under Ruby. And they have an example here, 23 years old and younger, which I think is pretty cool. And then they actually have a screenshot. It's got 3-point contest participants, limited to 1 Ruby player, blah, blah, blah. And they've got a grand prize as a Ralph Sampson. So yeah, I'll go into the rings. So you're playing Limited to get championship rings, which is cool, I guess. So basically how they're going to work, every weekend there's going to be a new championship ring you can get. So you need 5, it looks like, to get the grand prize. So I'm guessing the seasons will go for about 5-6 weeks. And yeah, so if you get 1 every week, you will get the grand prize. And I think it's like a random sort of thing. So it says that after every game, you will get a prize. So you'll be able to see what the prize is. It doesn't really say what the prizes are, but I'm guessing it'll probably just be, at least at the start, like maybe 1,000 MT or some tokens or something. Or I guess it could be like a pack. I guess we'll see. And then it says, yeah, you can choose to just keep the prize, or you can get a mystery prizes, another mystery prize, which could be better than the one you get or worse. And these prizes will also contain the championship rings as well. So it's kind of random. I wonder, it'd be cool if you maybe won like a certain amount of games, it was guaranteed that you get the championship ring. But it doesn't mention that at all. So I guess we'll see. And yeah, it says they're going to throw some creative prizes. So could be like diamond contracts, something like that. That would be good. That seems pretty rewarding, honestly. But it sort of depends, yeah, if it is just going to be like a couple hundred MT, a couple tokens, even a couple tokens could be all right. But lots of room for a potentially good game mode there, good rewards. I think it's still going to be fun anyway with all the rules in place. I think that'll be cool. It won't be pay to play. It'll be good for no money spent. It's also going to mess up the auction house a lot. So some guys that are sort of more budget players, like, I can't really think of anyone in particular. You know, DBG always says the Ruby Dante DiVincenzo. Yeah, if there's a rule that says you can only use Ruby players and he's the best Ruby player, and he's going to go way up in price, and there's going to be a bunch of things like that. That's cool, I guess. They even go on somewhere. They sort of encourage working the auction house, which is strange because they've done lots of things to sort of dissuade snipers from playing just the auction house. But they actually go and encourage it here, so that's cool. What else have they got here? So yeah, after the final event of the season, you can trade in your championship rings for a tiered prize. So I guess if you've only got like 3, you might be able to get, I don't know, something else. Maybe there's like a diamond player or a diamond contract, something like that. And yeah, if you get all of them, you'll get the grand prize. Right here it says Ralph Sampson. I don't know if that's going to be the week 1 or the season 1 grand prize, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And yeah, they're saying that gotta be really good. Ralph Sampson's been okay in previous years, I guess. And then yeah, the cards that you'll be able to use will have like a little logo, I guess on like the corner that says that they're eligible to be used in the limited event, which is this a nice little touch. Yeah. So he's saying, yeah, he really likes MyTeam Limited. Cool, it does sound good. On to Unlimited 2.0. Yeah, introduced in 2K19. Go-to game mode. Pretty bad. It's a pretty bad game mode, so let's see if they can improve upon it this year. So it's going to be sort of like back to Road to the Playoffs. It basically looks exactly the same as Road to the Playoffs. So in the first league, you need to win 3 of your 12 games. And then, yeah, I'm guessing to go 4 games, 5 games, and then once you get up to, it says 9 tiers, I think. It doesn't really say actually, but it says, 9 leagues, yeah. So yeah, if you get to the last tier, you have to go 12-0. I'm wondering if there will be a demotion type thing, because in Road to the Playoffs, they had if you lost less than, you know, the games you needed, you would go down. So I'm wondering if you don't go 12-0, if you go down. It doesn't mention that, so hopefully not, because that would be pretty awful. And then, yeah, you'll get to the final league if you go 12-0. And you'll get, obviously, the final reward, whatever it may be. And then, yeah, every season they're going to reset that. So the seasonal thing, I think it's going to be pretty good. There'll be lots of different rewards, and we'll have a definite idea of when new rewards are going to come, other than like waiting on Twitter every weekend to see if token reward updates going to come. We'll sort of know at the end of every season something new is going to come, so that's pretty cool. Then they've got the exchange, which seems like an okay little thing. It sort of seems a bit expensive, honestly. So they've got in the screenshot here, it's basically like trading in other cards that you might not use to get sort of better cards. So yeah, say if you have a bunch of cards in your collection and you don't really need to use them, you can like trade them in and get some rewards. And they'll even have, like they mentioned, they might even have like diamond contracts, diamond shoes, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's okay. So if you pack, like a duplicate card, you can send one to this thing, and basically get some more use out of that card rather than just selling them. But in the example here, they've got a Bob Cousy, who in previous years hasn't really been that great, but it's really expensive, like 18 bronze players, 16 emerald players, 2 amethyst, 1 diamond, 5 amethyst, and then some ruby boy cards and Lakers players. That seems really expensive to get 1 Bob Cousy. But yeah, I mean, there's room for that to be a cool little thing, and you can even trade them in for diamond shoes. And they made a note, there are heaps of unique diamond shoes. Cool, I guess. I'm not really a huge fan of putting diamond shoes on people, but it is what it is. And yes, badge customization is coming back, which is okay. Ups and downs to that. I kind of liked last year where they you couldn't really add badges on to anyone. I mean, you couldn't at all. It was just what they had. So in this year, you're going to be able to put badges on players, which is good because, there were some cards, especially early game, that didn't have clamps, and they would just not be able to do anything on defense. So now if there's, a super good card with really good stats, you can just put clamps on them and then they'll be usable. But they're actually bringing in Hall of Fame badges that you can pack. They actually say that it'll primarily be through rewards and playing the game. So I wonder if they'll be in packs. I hope not, but you never know. So they'll be very coveted. I wonder how that'll work. Can you get a Hall of Fame range extender and just put it on a Wilt Chamberlain or something? I wonder. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, it's basically, yeah, you can add badges in, and then they're going to go into evolutions. So customizable evolutions, which I think is a great idea. So they put in an example of Shaq, which is one of the starter cards that you can get. As if you remember, 2K20, they had T-Mac, Vince Carter, Hakeem, Derrick Rose, and Dirk. So I'm guessing there'll be 5 again. Shaq is one of them, and there was also actually a screenshot that Shake and Bake uploaded with Carmelo Anthony as another one. Again, I think that's from the trailer, not really too sure. So yeah, you can basically see there are 2 sort of paths. You can either go for an athletic upgrade or a defense upgrade, and they have different requirements for each. So this one's got, you need 150 points, 25 rebounds, and this one has 150 points, 25 blocks. And then basically assuming the athletic one's going to be sort of more rebounding, dunking, speed. The defense will be like shot block, lateral quickness, stuff like that. So you can choose. I wonder if some point in the year they're going to make it so that you can unlock both. That'd be okay, I guess. Lots of things they can do with that. Lots of ways they can make money as well. But I think it's good. I think that's good. It makes it more customizable. Then they got the Ascension, which I don't think it's actually a game mode. I think it's just like progression. So yes, it's setting over the past couple of years, focused on rewarding you more and more with better and better prizes. Debatable, but okay. Daily login, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, not every prize is something that makes your jaw drop. Yes, most of the time, prizes are completely useless. So they're adding a new prize. Okay, cool. So the Ascension is like a new prizing mechanism like the ball drop. So there are 3 vertical tiers of prizes available. So like 3 tiers like that. Each tier contains a number of cards you can flip over to reveal a prize. And then within each tier, so I'm thinking like the gauntlet. If you remember from a couple of years ago, it's basically like, I think they have a screenshot. Yeah, here you go. So in one of these, there's going to be a card that's like brings you up to the next tier. And it says down the bottom here that this guy's got 4 picks left. So you can flip around 4 cards. Sometimes you might get, this base league pack. But then one of these, there's going to be one card that brings you up to the next level. And he even mentions, there's like a double MT multiplier. So then if you get 500 MT on the next one, it's actually getting 1000 MT. So that's pretty good. It doesn't actually say if, like, what game mode it's going to be associated with. Maybe it's just going to be like the new ball drop. No, but he mentioned the ball drop's back. I don't know about that one. So I guess we'll see. It says it's a part of the new seasons program. Don't really know what's going on there. But all good. So that's cool. I did like the gauntlet game mode. Good way to get a few good rewards. And then the reward is going to be a Bob Lanier, the final reward for the season 1. So season 1 rewards, not looking amazing, but I mean, you never know. You really do never know. They could give him a 3-point shot and amazing animations. You never know. Then they go on to the idols, which is basically just prime cards. Don't really need to get too into that, but it does mention somewhere, yes, our first idol was missing in action for 2K20, but he's coming back this year, so I'm thinking, and it says it's going to be a pink diamond, the player that comes to mind is Manu Ginobili, but it could really be any number of players, could be like Ron Artest, but yeah, we'll see. That's cool, I guess. Honestly, they weren't great last year. The prime cards themselves were good, but the rewards were not good. They had Ray Allen, KG, and Karl Malone. None of them were really any great. 2K19, they did that pretty well. Can't really remember the rewards. There was Chris Paul was the first one, which isn't that great. Then there was Blake Griffin, and there was Shaq. And then once you got all of them, you got 1,500 tokens, which was a pretty damn good reward. Last year they didn't have that, but yeah, we'll see how they do it this year. Not too excited about that, but it's basically the same as last year. Other highlights, okay, promo packs. So they go over, yeah, if you pre-ordered, you get some promo packs. So you get 10 right off the bat at 1 pack. Oh no, that's for the standard edition. So if you get the standard edition, you get 10 packs, 1 every week for 10 weeks. If you get the Mamba edition, you get 40. So 10 on the first day. But there's not going to be any promo the first day. So, I mean, there might be. You never know. Cool. And then three per week for the next 10 weeks. And there'll be rare pulls. That'll be the best cards in the game. He says he got a diamond to Marcus Cousins. Cool. Yeah. Last year, I feel like they didn't even work properly last year. But, you know, I guess we'll just have to see. Signature challenges. So, yeah, basically challenges. They won't happen very often. So, I'm thinking, like, sort of moments challenges. And they're saying that there's going to be one at launch. It's going to be a Damian Lillard one. And it mentions the buzzer beater re-hit to beat the Thunder. Sad. And yeah, it says that'll be fun. Cool. Objective tracker. What's this? Oh, you can like tag agenda goals or dynamic goals. So that's really handy. It doesn't mention evolutions though. There's dark matter. Astrophysical observations indicate that dark matter makes up 85% of our known universe, yet it's never been observed directly. Okay. Don't really know what that is. I'm guessing it's gonna be, some people are like, it's maybe a tier above Galaxy Opal. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be like a black market coming back, something to do with that. Guess we'll have to wait and find out. And they've got the holographic ball, which is basically gonna be the fireball. Which was just dumb. I mean, it's not dumb, it's a cool concept, but it was just dumb hard to get. And they ended up basically just giving it out at the end of the game for anyone that wanted it. I didn't really bother. Starts now. Oh yeah, so, and then it's just reminding you that there is a challenge in 2K20, blah, blah, blah. You can get some tokens, and then you get a MyTeam pack. It doesn't have any players in it, and you absolutely want it. Maybe diamond contract or something cool. Yeah, so that's basically it. I'm basically just going to grind right at the start. Get rid of all those, like triple that offline, domination. Basically just focus on making MT, I think, right at the start. Yeah, let me know if you guys are excited. I'm excited to be back. I'm going to make some more videos. I got really nothing to do, so I'm excited to just do a bunch of random stuff. I might make some like Fall Guys videos or something. I got no idea, but drop a like if you liked and subscribe if you haven't. Join all 37 of us. But yeah, until next time, catch you later.